Most of the sun's energy is going to come from nuclear fusion. I'll just tell you flat out, but let me explain something to you quick. Easy way to remember that is you can spell the word sun, S-U-N, for fusion. You can't do that with fission. All right. What's happening with nuclear fusion? There's a very famous equation by Albert Einstein, E equals mc squared. This is where the energy comes from. Basically, E is energy, and it equals the mass times c squared. C is the speed of light, so it's a really big number squared, which is an extremely large number. There's mass that goes missing in the sun whenever we do fusion. Essentially, when we take, this shows two things coming together when they fuse. In reality, it would be four hydrogen, because the sun is mostly hydrogen, that fuse together to make one helium nucleus. In that helium nucleus, we'd have 2 protons and 2 neutrons. That's where the 4 particles go. But the mass of that helium nucleus that we have would actually be less than the 4 things that we start with. There's missing mass there. And there's actually 2 very famous equations where we say matter cannot be created or destroyed, and also energy cannot be created or destroyed. And they sound very similar because they are. We're not actually destroying the mass when we fuse them together in the same ring, that we're not actually creating energy. That missing mass is converted into energy, and that's where this equation comes from. It's that missing mass, m, times a really large number, the speed of light squared, equals energy. So a little bit of missing mass equates into a large amount of energy. But for this question, it says it is going to be nuclear fusion. Also remember that it only occurs in the core. That's the only place where we can get things hot enough and enough pressure to force those protons together. They don't like each other because they're positively charged, and like charges don't like being near each other. So we have to get a lot of pressure in the center of the stars and moving them really fast, so when they do hit together, they stick together and fuse.